So welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making gizzard and dodo called GIZZDODO. Okay, so the ingredients we need for this sumptuous meal. I think this meal actually originated from the Cameroonian recipe called the poulet de Jean, poulet de J, poulet de, yeah, chicken director general something. But this is our own version of it. I'm still going to do a keto version of that, and also the main version of the other one. So what I need for this, my recipe, is of course my gizzard and plantain. These are the two basic ingredients. So every other thing you can use whatever you like. Your bell peppers, I'm going to use this for the sauce, the red one for the sauce, and the little from the colored ones to give it a little color and a little beauty. I'm using my pepper flakes. I'm so used to using stick seasoning, but I'm not going to use stick seasoning in this time around. I'm using my pepper flakes, a little stick seasoning, because I'm going to be using normal seasoning. This is onga. You can use Knorr, you can use Maggi, you can season it to your taste. I'm using my salt, curry powder, thyme, paprika, and palm oil, and of course our vegetable oil for frying. So the first thing we're going to do is boil our gizzard. I'm going to boil that. Before we start boiling, we have to season it. You don't use too much salt because some of these seasonings have salts in them. My curry powder, thyme. For this size of gizzard, I'm going to be using maybe like a teaspoon each of curry and thyme. You wouldn't want to overdo it. Same of paprika. Then my seasoning. So I'm just going to add a little water to that and boil. I will cook this until the water dries out. I'm going to cook out all of this water. While that is cooking, I have this onions. It's a medium-sized onions, and I'm going to use it for everything I'm going to do. So I will portion these onions in 3 places. Okay. The first one will be used This one will be used to boil the gizzard. I already have my peppers cut, so I'm going to portion half of this will be used in the final product, and the other half will be used to blend my bell pepper. Now we get our dodo ready. ready. Peeling plantain is very easy. It's one of the easiest tasks. You just run your knife through from top to bottom or bottom to top. You don't want to use plantain that is overripe. You need a plantain that will hold its shape when you're mixing everything together. Whilst I'm peeling my plantain, I already have my oil on the stove. So I'm just gonna dice this, cut it in 4 portions. I'm just going to lightly season my plantain. You have to be careful with the salt because there is salt in practically everywhere. We need the oil to be very hot. So while we are waiting for that to happen, we will blend. Cooking is mostly about multitasking. So whilst we are waiting for that, we will blend our bell pepper, so I'm just going to fry this in 2 batches. Plantain is almost ready and our gizzard is ready. The water that I put in has dried out. So this is what is known as white plantain. It doesn't really brown like the red plantain. There are two types of plantain, the white plantain and the red plantain. I'm going to pour in my blended bell pepper. My pepper flakes, or you can use grounded pepper. Like the Cameroon pepper, you can use that. So I'm going to cook it until the water dries out of the Here I'm going to adjust my seasoning. A little of this. A little adobo seasoning. I want to add a little Cameroon pepper. It's not spicy enough. And a little palm oil. Plantain. Little salt. And lastly, my pepper mix. You don't want to overcook the pepper. Oh, this looks good. This looks good. So there we have it. Our GIZZDODO is ready.